For the past 100 days, I have meditated every single day. And not every day was the same length. Some days was an hour, some days was 5 minutes. But for the last 100 days, I made sure to at least meditate for 5 minutes. Most days was at least a half hour. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining what my experience was throughout these 100 days, how I've changed, what I've experienced. And yeah, so when I first started meditating, this is actually years ago. Ever since I started meditating, I really enjoyed it, but I went for a couple of years without any meditation. So the most recent time when I started this 100-day stint is when I moved back to Bali from the United States. And I just decided that I really wanted to focus on my alignment. I wanted to focus on aligning my soul, that divine part of me, with my, human flesh. I wanted to merge those two so that basically my life was a more pure expression of the divine within myself. And meditation has always been the thing that stands out to me as the best way to do that. So the technique that I do is I sit very still. The posture is very simple. You just put your hands upward right by your abdomen and your legs, spine straight, and your eyes, you look at the center between your eyebrows, and you just look outward. So you're not like straining and looking up super hard. You're just kind of gently looking out and up, and you practice focusing on that point. And yeah, I've noticed that everything in my life has improved since I started this. Everything. My physical health, my charisma, my creativity, my work ethic, my self-control has just really improved. I think I've always struggled with self-control, but I think the root of that self-control issue was trauma. And meditation, it kind of paved this path for healing my trauma. It led me to take different steps, such as even therapy, right? But it just allowed a lot of things to come to the surface, because most of our lives we spend filling our brain with sensory things, sensory experiences, but meditating is basically mentally fasting every day. It's like intermittent fasting. So, where does your mind go when you're just completely still? It might not go somewhere that you're very comfortable with. And that is what I think is so beautiful about meditation. You are basically sitting down and surrendering to whatever needs to come up at that moment, which can be scary, right? It can be actually very scary to sit down and meditate for some people, and because you've just never done it. You don't even know what it's like to be still, right? But I think facing that is one of the best things you can possibly do for your life, because if you can just be still and you can just be at peace, then at least you know what is behind all your thoughts. At least then you are in touch with the baseline awareness that you have, right? Otherwise, you're so identified with your own thoughts and your own reactivity, and you're constantly reacting to the world around you, that you don't actually ever get a sense of who you truly are deep down. And that is hard to live with, right? It's much easier, life is much easier when you know that you are not, this Alex, right? My truest sense of self is just pure awareness. It is the consciousness behind my thoughts that is just observing everything. And without meditation, you can't really tap into that and connect with that. But as you meditate, you start to walk through life as more of an observer. It helps you make better decisions. It helps you see things more clearly. It helps you love other people better as well, because you realize that every single person around you has the exact same awareness. We are all just this consciousness that is manifesting in this world differently. Each different person, underneath their personality, underneath their weird beliefs that you don't agree with, is the same pure awareness, right? I think the last way that meditation has helped me a lot is in my anxiety, right? I think I used to have a lot more anxiety because I was so attached to certainty. This is still something I'm working on, absolutely, but I think I've started to shift my values away from being certain about things to just being aligned with my own values, with living with integrity, living and just doing the inputs, right? Doing the things that successful people would do, the things that I know will lead me to success without seeing the outcome right away. And I think that this comes from doing something that doesn't instantly gratify you. Meditation isn't always like this miraculous, spectacular thing. It can be very boring. And the real payoff of meditation comes from doing it every day and sitting in that boredom until it's not boredom at all, until it's actually very blissful and it's actually very enjoyable. So I think that really translates well into business, into fitness, and into everything else. Being able to sit and do something boring just helps everything else be less boring. And yeah, I think these days I just want to live with more and more alignment of what did God put me on this earth to do? Who is Alex Walsh? What is he meant to say to the camera right now? Who is he meant to help? Like, you watching this right now, you're on minute 6. You're at minute 6. Not that many people in the world, I'm guessing, are going to be here right now with me and you. So it's like, why are you here? Why are we connecting right now over this video? I believe it's God. I believe it's a small seed is being planted right now through this video in some weird way, that will eventually have this ripple effect into something better for you. There's been so many other people in my life that have planted these little seeds, and I'll always looked up to them because they're living with alignment to who they were meant to be, right? I see so many people throughout history, they have this pure energy that they're just iconic. Every single person on earth is iconic. They are one of one. And to meditate and to learn to deprogram myself, to stop being like the crowd and to start being Alex, it's just been huge. It's huge. I'm posting this video the most relaxed I couldn't even imagine being this relaxed on camera a year ago. I wouldn't have been, right? So the growth I've experienced in the last 100 days has been unbelievable. I'm obviously going to keep meditating because I really, really enjoy it now. It's amazing. And I hope this can inspire you to start day one, right? Literally 5 minutes. And this is something that it just has to get done before I go to sleep. If I'm super tired, I just go, oh well. And we just sit down and meditate for 5 minutes, right? And most days you will want to. You won't be half-assed about it. You won't be half-hearted about it. I think being wholeheartedly devoted to meditation really helps the meditation go deeper and deeper and get better and better. So, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.